everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do something a little bit different. I have been reading a lot of magazines, looking at a lot of videos on YouTube, looking at collections from Fashion Week, etc. And I see that the Glossy Lid is really popular right now. It never really went out of style, so to speak. You always kind of see it every so often on the runways. But this season, I think we are slightly stepping back away from the uber matte finish of the lips and of the skin, and we're embracing a little bit more of the dewy, glossy look, which is indicative, and we can see that in the different kinds of collections that we're having out now, the whole holographic highlighter trend, etc. So I wanted to do this look. This is not a regular look that you could wear out to party or whatever because of the glossiness of the lids. Anytime you put an oil or a wax or a gel on top of a eyeshadow or any product in general, it tends to break that product down, and eventually my eyelids will start creasing, the color will start creasing and drifting. But I thought this would be a very fun look to kind of do, to show you all something a little bit different. And what I also like about this look, it is monochromatic. So I've stuck with the same color palette, using very rich burgundy tones on the lips, on the eyes, and I've kept everything else very clean and neutral because it's such a bold color scheme and very glossy lids. So this is the look that I'm doing today. While you're at it, while you're here, make sure you subscribe. Check out all my information down in the description bar, and I'll also have a list of all the ingredients that I use, not ingredients, all the products that I used for this look. It's very simple, very easy, and yeah, try this one out for fun. I love the way this came out. I stepped back a little bit from the super matte tones that I've been using recently, and I really like how this look came out. I've mixed some more expensive products with some less expensive products, so you're going to see a wide variety of options to choose from. And definitely for this look, the focal point was the burgundy colors as well as the glossiness of the lids. And for the burgundy colors, I used my Milk Cosmetics the dark matte stack, and I use this color here. This is an absolutely gorgeous burnt red tone, and this color is called Enigma. Another great option for this look, I'm going to get it right here. This is from the Makeup Geek Cosmetics, and this eyeshadow is called Bitten. Slightly lighter than the Enigma, but it will pretty much give the same effect. And believe it or not, for the glossiness, I know a lot of people like to use lip gloss for this look. I actually used a blend of natural oils. You can also use a pomade if you like, but this is my blend of oils. So I incorporated that on the lids and a tiny bit at the center of my lip. I hope you enjoy this look. Make sure you comment and subscribe and share this video if you like it. And this is the look that we're doing today. So let me go. We're starting the look now. I've already done my foundation and my eyebrows. You can see other tutorials to see how I do that. But first I'm going to start on my eyes, and I'm going to use the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Constructivist, which is a reddish brown cream base that is long wearing, and I am going to just apply that on my lid using my fingers, and this is going to be the base so that it kind of helps even out my skin tone and creates a nice smooth canvas for the other color that I'm going to put on top. Take your time. I'm using my ring finger as it's the finger that applies the least amount of pressure on the sensitive part of your face, which are your eyes, your eyelids. So I don't want to tug on that area too much. So that's what I'm doing here. Basically putting that on. I've kept the skin dewy, but more on the natural side of a finish. So it's not too heavy, but the skin looks very clean, very natural, And of course the eyebrows, I've kept my eyebrows on the more full side. On the skin, I've used the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Foundation. And I think that shade is either R530 or 540. I'll let you all know in the description bar below. And on my eyes, I use my MAC eyebrow products as well as my Benefit eyebrow products. Next step would be to blend that paint pot in the crease so I don't have any harsh lines. And I'm using the Melt Cosmetics Dark Matter Stack. And this color is going to be the second color from the left that you see there, that medium brown tone. And that color is called Unseen. It's a matte medium brown color. And I'm just going to use one of my favorite blending brushes, which is the Cosette eyeshadow blending brush in S175. And I'm just putting that in the crease. Again, a color that is close to my natural skin tone, but I'm using this to help blend out the edges of that paint pot that I just applied. So take your time and blend so that you don't see any harsh lines. And I'm using a windshield wipe motion and circular motion to blend that out. So I love the Melt Cosmetics Dark Matter Stack. All matte colors, amazing product. Now for the main color, and I'm going to use the third color from that stack, and that color is called Enigma, which is a very deep red with brown undertones color in a matte finish. It's a color that's not very widespread or very popular. You don't see that particular color in many color palettes, so which is why I was drawn to this, because it's a look. If you have this stack, this is one way that you can use this color, especially if you have medium to dark skin. It looks really very great. So I'm just packing that on with a flat eyeshadow brush on the lids. So here you go, I've done it to both lids. Now I'm going back in that first color, the Unseen color, and I'm going to blend out the edges of that red shadow. Now I'm showing you another color which is very similar to the one I'm using, which is the Makeup Geek Cosmetics eyeshadow in the color Bitten. So that's a cheaper alternative to the Melt Cosmetics shade. I think the Makeup Geek eyeshadows are about $5 for that pan, and so you can use that as an alternative. So again, I'm blending the edges so the color kind of gently fades into my brow bone. Just keeping the touch of the brush very light on the skin and blending with that neutral eyeshadow. I really like how this color came out. I'm really a fan of this deep burgundy color from Melt. So I am going to apply my mascara next. One of my favorite products from 2016 is the mascara from Ardency In, and it's the, what's the name of this thing? It's the Monster Lash Enhancing Mascara, and I'm using that on my eyelashes. I'm not going to actually wear falsies for this look, so I'm picking one of my favorite mascaras to enhance my eyelashes, and I really like this product because it's very buildable. You can wear one coat as I have it now, and you get a well-defined look, but it builds up really nicely if you want to put more than one coat on. So I'm trying to bring out my tiny lower lashes, and so that's what I'm doing there. I'm using the tip and the side of the brush to help bring out my lower lashes. So this eye look is actually very simple. I'm not using a lot of product. It's not very intense. It's actually a very easy look to replicate. And you could even do this look with any eyeshadow color that you want. You can use matte, you can use shimmers. It doesn't matter. You can use glitters on the eye if you want. But I chose for this look to use a matte shade. And this is also a very monochromatic look. So I'm going to keep this tone very present in the rest of the look. So there, my eyelashes are done. Moving on to my eyeliner. And the eyeliner again is from Ardency Inn. And that is the Smooth Glide. I think it's called the Monster Smooth Glide Supercharged eyeliner. And this is actually a waterproof eyeliner. And what I'm doing, I'm actually tight lining my upper lash line. I don't want any of my skin from my eyelid showing through my eyelashes. So I'm tight lining the upper lash line. You don't have to do this, but this is what I just selected to do. Now for the blush. The blush is going to be very, very neutral. I don't want my blush color to take away from the look. So this is one of my favorite blushes for brown girls. It is the MAC Cosmetics Sweet as Cocoa Blush. It's a blush that has a shimmery finish and it's a medium brown tone. So it looks very, very natural on the skin. I'm using it more to apply a subtle shimmer or subtle glow on my cheekbones and on my cheeks. So I use an angled blush brush to put that on, and I'm adding a little bit more shine or sheen to my skin, and this is going to be the Becca Cosmetics Shimmering Skin Perfector poured in the shade Opal, which I think is their most universal shade because I am quite dark and I have no problem with this color, and you could be very light and still use this color. It's a fantastic color, and I recommend that everyone gets this color. So I'm just using my fingers again. I absolutely love using my fingers to do my makeup looks because I think it helps warm the product up and helps it sink into the skin and just appear very effortless on the skin. So I absolutely love using my fingers. And of course I love a good brush as well too, but don't shy away from using your fingers. It's not taboo or anything like that. So that's my highlighter, and I'm just applying that little by little on the top of my cheekbones. And it gave my cheeks a really nice glow. So next up are my lips. Almost done with this look actually. So I have two lip pencils that I have selected. The first one is the lip pencil in the shade Burgundy from MAC Cosmetics, which is a medium red shade, and it's very similar in color to and intensity to the eyeshadow that I chose. So I'm keeping that whole monochromatic theme in play. So the eyes and the lips share the same color family. And this is a very popular look that I've seen being done in magazines and on the runway. And a lot of people are using much lighter shades. But I really wanted to do something that was a little bit more rich while still being very wearable. In terms of, yes, you don't have to have very different colors on your eyes and on your lips, or you don't only have to do very neutral colors on your eyes, on your lips to play with that whole monochromatic theme. You can play around with different color combinations, with different color options. So now I'm adding a little bit more dimension and depth to my lips, and I'm using a darker lip pencil, and that color is Night Moth from MAC, which is a very deep wine shade, very, very, very dark shade. It's a color that I choose when I'm wearing my darkest lips, but here I'm creating a little bit of an ombre look. So my lips are lighter in the center and it gets darker as it goes towards the corners of my mouth. So right now I'm just putting that on the edges and the corners of my lips to create some more dimension. And for the final part of the color on my lips, I am getting this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London, which is another burgundy shade. It's a soft matte. It's pretty much a liquid lipstick, but it doesn't dry down very matte. It's a very subtle matte almost like a satin, so it actually feels very comfortable on the skin. If you have problems with the whole matte liquid lips that are very popular right now, you can look out for these soft matte creams from NYX, because they do give you a little bit of a matte look without being super drying on the lips. So that is the monochromatic look there. Now to make it glossy, I have my own blend of natural oils that I'm using that I absolutely love to use. I usually use this on my skin in the morning and at night to lock in moisture and hydration on my skin. But I'm actually using this on my eyelids. Typically, people use lip glosses or they'll use a pomade, but I didn't want the stickiness of a gloss, a lip gloss. So why not use oils? Of course, you can use anything glossy that is safe for the eye. So even if you have Vaseline, which I know sometimes people use, is another great option, but that's a little bit heavier than using natural oils. I'm just applying that very lightly with my finger, and you can see that glossiness brings out the richness and the richness of the color of that eyeshadow that we use on the bottom. And I'm applying whatever is left on my fingers to my lips to create an even more multi-dimensional look. So there it is, glossy and monochromatic. I hope you really like this look. It was a very easy look to do. I enjoyed making this look, and make sure you check me out. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and check out all my details in the description bar below. Thanks. See you in the next video.